Hello friends. So Wave 1 of Splatoon 3's expansion pass is now out, as well as the 3.0 update, which changes around some stages. So, as was advertised, Inkopolis, as seen from Splatoon 1, not Splatoon 2's version, is back, and you can take the train station over there to visit Inkopolis Plaza. I actually like that this is a little more condensed compared to Splatsville, which is really like big and spread out. I guess it's just, I like the more condensed style, but maybe also I have a bit of nostalgia because I really loved Splatoon 1 back in the day. Now, if you're wondering what's different, not much. It's pretty much exactly as we remember Inkopolis from the good old Wii U days. The train station was actually there. I had to go back. I forgot it even existed, but it was there back on the Wii U, except it didn't have the staircase actually connecting the bridge from the station over to the plaza. So that's been constructed since then. Of course, they need to add in some things to compensate for what was missing in Splatoon 1 compared to 3. So this vacant building in the first game is now the Grisco building, and the arcade cabinet has shifted over and is now how we visit Hotlantis. Basically, we video call into Hotlantis, which kind of sucks because that means we don't get to play Squid Jump anymore. Oh well. And of course, Callie and Marie are still up in the studio, although they do not do the news. Unfortunately, we still have the Anarchy Splatcast. It would have been kind of cool to see them do the news again. You can still see them if you look in the studio window, but rather than giving you a little wave, they'll just do their iconic stay fresh pose. Anyways, I won't carry on too long talking. My voice is kind of shot because I'm a little sick, but I'll leave you guys with some side-by-side comparisons. Now, you may also be wondering what has actually changed because stage updates happened. Almost every map in Splatoon 3 has had a minor update to it. Unfortunately, these changes are pretty minuscule, so let's go through them real quick. Eeltail Alley now has these signposts added, which blocks the line of sight for some snipers. Any backliner weapon will have their line of sight disrupted. This pole is now here in the center of Hagelfish's zone. Instead of signposts, these cars on these pillars are added into Mincemeat Metalworks, again blocking the line of sight where a lot of snipers like to hang out. Some bumpers were added here and there in Hammerhead Bridge. Some other minor tweaks, but nothing really that noteworthy. In Museum del Fonzino, in Splat Zones specifically, these rotating art displays near the spawns were reduced from having 3 panels each to 2. Not sure why they made that change, but there you have it. And in Turf Wars version of Museum, some more bumpers were added here, as well as some blocks in the midsection. Just some random blocks. And this overhanging sign was also added. Mahi Mahi had some minor changes as well, but most notable is that in Splat Zones, this signpost is in the center of the zone now, which basically blocks the line of sight from the 2 sniper nests on either side of the zone. So if you're on the top of the tower, somebody on the opposite tower can no longer snipe you. One of the biggest changes is to Mako Mart, which has this entirely new ramp section on the left side of spawn in the Splat Zones version of the stage, and gives you an extra route out to the zone. There's also this overhanging little signpost here as well. I think it should have been moved to the left a little bit because while it does block a bit of the line of sight for snipers, this is the spot where snipers usually camp, and their line of sight is still not disrupted by this signpost. If that's what they were going for here, feels like that's what they were going for. So the sign doesn't actually help all that much except for blocking the line of sight of this little side path, I guess. Feels like it would be more meaningful if it were shifted a little more to the left. Wahoo World also has another big change. This giant light up sign was added, and this will actually show a visual countdown of when the extending bridge will extend and retract leading into the center of the stage. So that's kind of neat to have a more visual indicator. You can kind of glance at it and see how close to extending or retracting the little bridge is. And this pillar was added into the center of the Splat Zone. And those were all the stage updates I could find for Splatoon 3's version 3.0 update. Let me know what you guys think of these changes down below. It is kind of cool to see them making minor tweaks and improvements to some of these stages. I think some of these changes are going to end up making a pretty big difference, but we'll see how it actually goes in practice. I haven't had the chance to actually play on all of these yet. Anyways, guys, that's all for me. I gotta rest my voice for the rest of the day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you all so much for watching. Before we end this off, I just wanted to say thank you to the lovely people who supported me on Patreon or here on YouTube as a channel member, including but not limited to Grey Mage, Brenda, Tetra, Callie, Gail, Hylian West, Justin, Clifford Longhead, Midnight Naomi, and Bunny. Thank you all so much for the support and for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.